7. Barrett outside, the switch. Doncic goes, oh, what a great step! And then he hammers it home! Broke his ankles!
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. I hope you guys are doing well. The New York Knicks actually just came out victorious versus the Cleveland Cavaliers, and I'm going to be telling you guys about the players that I thought really impressed me. And the updates, Emmanuel quickly did not start or play in this game due to a sore groin, and we actually got to see Miles Deuce McBride start this game, and Jericho Sims, who rested last game, actually got inserted back into the starting lineup. I thought that was really interesting that he rested. That made no sense to me. Luka Vildoza continues to be out with a sore foot, and then you take a look at Rokas Jokubaitis. He's actually returning back overseas, so I really do wish him the best of luck. We'll see if we ever end up seeing him. We'll see if we ever end up seeing him in a New York Knicks uniform. That was like, I don't know why I couldn't say that at all. I'm pretty dumb. But if you wanted to see the young guys excel, this definitely was the game for you. Quentin Grimes played well, Miles McBride played well, and I thought this was a huge game for Quentin Grimes, not just in the stats department. He put up big time numbers, but for his confidence, because it seems like every young guy really had their pop game except Quentin Grimes. Like Emmanuel quickly, Obi, we already saw them, but they had pop games. You take a look at a Miles McBride, take a look at a Jericho Sims. They had their statistical, pretty solid games, or just solid games in general, doing the little things out there on the court, but Quentin Grimes' shot definitely wasn't falling before this game. When it came to Summer League, he really did have his struggles. We know he's the solid 3D player. We know there's struggles of him putting the ball on the floor and really using, like, he doesn't really have that big time first step to get to the basket. But the thing I love is that Quentin Grimes came out with a great amount of aggressiveness in this game. And in the first half, there wasn't much defense being played, if I'm being completely real. Both of these teams were drilling threes from beyond the arc left and right, especially the New York Knicks, which was fantastic. I'll never forget in that first game, or you could even say like the other few games, like we just weren't able to shoot the ball well from the outside at all. But yeah, it was a very back and forth basketball game for sure. But then you take a look at Quentin Grimes. He did a really great job of like driving strong to the basket, which is something you really like to see. You would like to see him get to the free throw line, because once you get to the free throw line and you see the ball go through the hoop, it really opens up everything for you and you really get your confidence going. And we need Quentin Grimes' confidence to really get going when it comes to the regular season. I know there's a lot of people saying he may not start, or obviously he's not going to start. A lot of people saying he may not get a lot of minutes because there's Fournier, Alec Burks behind him, like a shortened rotation, but he always has to be ready just in case an injury happens. So Quentin Grimes, he definitely did take a lot of shots, but that's what you kind of want to see in Summer League. You want to see confidence, and I feel like we have seen that though. Even if Quentin Grimes misses his first shot, he's going to continue to shoot. He's going to continue to shoot. And I did like his location of where he went with his dribble. I didn't really think he took unnecessary dribbles, even though he did have moments in this game that it was just like he had a sloppy handle at times, but he really did catch fire, specifically in that first half. I think he had 18 points, and he even did a good job on the glass. There are some moments that he's kind of a little too jumpy on the defense side of the basketball, but I really do like his aggressiveness. I really do like how he's a mentally tough player, but I like how he performed on the boards once again. I believe he had like nearly 10 rebounds in the last game I covered, but he shot it well. He had a big time shot at the end of the game for sure to really put the nail in the coffin with that corner three. And now getting into freaking Miles McBride. Both of these guys had both like great statistical games, but not just that, they helped us win this game. But at the end of the day, it is just Summer League. I'm not going to get crazy hyped up, but it looked like we might have found some gems. We traded down to get our guys. Hopefully they perform out there on the basketball court, but obviously I'm not going to get crazy excited. This was Quentin Grimes' like first good game at the end of the day. But of course, I'm going to support my guys. There's going to be a little bit of advice to get out of me. But Miles McBride starting, and I don't know if it's just me, but I think there's a different type of playmaking with him compared to a Quickly. I really like those like whip around passes. I don't know how to really describe it, that Miles McBride does deliver in the corner at times. I really like the way he connected with Obi Toppin. He had a very unselfish play after Jericho Sims had a big time block. In transition, Miles McBride was running. He could have taken the open three. It was kind of like a fake. I don't know if he really intended for it to be a fake, but he threw it up to Obi really quick, like release when passing the ball. But I really like how he gets Obi involved. I really like how he gets everyone involved. Like, he gets his. He's extremely aggressive, but he's also someone that knows when to get others involved. He's a very balanced basketball player. We know what he's capable of on the defense side of the basketball, being one of the best on-ball defenders in collegiate basketball, but I thought he had a balanced game. He had a big-time shot at the end of the game. Like, he had I believe, 16 points. My bed just creaked, I apologize. He had 16 points in the first half, and I think he only finished with like 23. Like, he was on pace to have a lot more points. I wish he was more aggressive in that second half, but he did hit the big shot when it mattered most. Like I said in the past, I don't care how many points you have in the first half if you don't deliver us anything in the second half, and he stepped up when it mattered most. He had a nice bank shot near the right corner, like from mid-range territory. He is deadly from mid-range territory. There has been a theme. I definitely do think he has to get better at finishing at the basket. I know he does have that capability because he is so strong, but he hasn't really shown that much touch around the rim that you want to consistently see. But we already knew he was deadly from mid-range territory, but he showed it from beyond the arc. He was absolutely deadly to end that second quarter and head into halftime. I'm excited to see what Miles McBride's going to bring to the table. He's just not afraid. And like when I made my video on Miles McBride, like heading to the New York Knicks when we drafted him, I think the thumbnail was like built for New York, but this guy gets after it on both ends of the floor. I absolutely love Miles McBride. Now getting into Jericho Sims, I actually thought he had potential to have like a better game than he really did. Because he has such a long wingspan, because he's so strong, because he's so tall, he had potential to have like literally 3 blocks in this game. When you really watch the game, there were several plays someone went up with something weak, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, block that. Sometimes he just allows them to go up, or sometimes he just looks not soft. I don't want to say that, but there were several plays that he had potential to have a block, which I didn't like. So he could have had several plays that he came up with a big time block. But the really noticeable one was, I believe he smacked it off the backboard. Someone went up with something weak. It was the play that resulted in Miles McBride having it and throwing the lob up to Obi Toppin, but he had a big time block. We know how much trouble he really causes inside, crashing the glass. We know he's a great athlete. We know he brings that lob threat. And I actually thought he did a solid job positioning himself on the defense side of the basketball. And an underrated thing that Jericho Sims actually did was he set very hard screens, which you like to see. Like, we need that big body that could set big hard screens. Like Nerlens Noel, you could say he's okay, or if we're being honest, like he's not the best in the world due to not being physically the strongest in the world. Mitch Robinson still has ways to go when it comes to his consistency of setting screens, but I really liked his way to like free up Miles McBride, have that pull-up jumper at the beginning of the game. He just does such a great job of really setting open his teammates with those very hard screens to really create separation for them. I was happy to see him knock down his free throws because he was like a 56% free throw shooter at college. Now getting into Obi Toppin, I actually really did like his aggressiveness. I liked his patience on the offense side of the basketball. He at least looks more patient than last year. I know this is just summer league, and I thought he shot the 3 ball very well. I believe he shot it at a 50% clip. He ran the floor very well. He actually didn't get off to the best of start in this game, where he wasn't really crazy aggressive, but he had a big time second half. Another game that he had over 20 points. I thought his defensive awareness was solid. There's still going to be times that he leaves someone open outside on a perimeter, or he just like, he didn't really, I believe I didn't see many of these moments. Like, he used to have these moments in the past, or at least I saw it in the past summer league game, that he falls for a pump fake so early. But I thought he did a good job when he would be caught sleeping. He did a good job recovering with his wingspan and his athleticism. Like, when he does attempt to block 3-point shots, he really does have a big time amount of aggressiveness, and he tries his best to block the shot or really alter the shot. But I thought he did a good job coming off his screens, just knowing where to be. Like, when it came to running the floor, like one play, like it looked like McBride was going to shoot the 3, but I love that OB continuously ran. Like, and also another play, he had great defense, and he was rewarded with offense side of the basketball. Defense leads to offense. But again, I'm going to keep saying this because I know there's going to be a lot of people that hate. This is just summer league. I do understand that, but I like his aggressiveness. I love that he's not scared. It looks like he's having fun, which is awesome to see from Obi Toppin. And of course, because it's the New York Knicks, they gave us a heart attack at the end of the game. Like, the Cavs almost came back. But let me know down below your thoughts and analysis, and peace out, y'all.